How much did our argument against the Clippers drive you to ultimately lead the war?
A heated moment between Kevin Durant and Draymond Green just went viral, sending the NBA world into a frenzy. The footage has fans debating what was said, what it means for team chemistry, and whether this could spark a bigger conflict. Here's everything you need to know. Off-court personalities and media moments. When NBA stars like Kevin Durant and Draymond Green make headlines, it's not always about on-court play. Sometimes it's about how they present themselves to the public. Beyond any single viral clip, fans and media closely watch how these two personalities resonate off the hardwood. Durant, known for his quiet intensity and thoughtful social media interactions, often finds himself trending for unexpected reasons, from engaging directly in Twitter chats with fans to responding to criticism in real time. Anecdotes of his digital presence show a player unafraid to push back against narratives he considers unfair, whether defending his play or refuting reports about his career decisions.
Speak to that at all, the relationship you had with Draymond Green. Speak to whether or not that had any impact whatsoever in your decision to leave Golden State.
Yeah, I wish that wouldn't have happened. I feel like that was a situation that definitely could have been avoided. It really came out of nowhere.
Meanwhile, Green's off-court persona has also become a story unto itself. His candidness on his own podcast and willingness to share unfiltered thoughts, whether addressing heckling fans or defending his reputation, create moments that fans dissect as much as his basketball. In a recent viral clip, Green explained a confrontational moment with a fan during a Warriors-Pelicans game, giving context about how harmless banter escalated into something that drew attention online. These moments matter because they feed into broader narratives about both players. Durant's willingness to engage publicly, whether addressing criticism or clarifying his actions, contrasts with Green's reputation for forthright discourse and spontaneous reactions. Both styles shape how audiences interpret their character and influence discussions on platforms like Twitter, X, TikTok, and Instagram. That dynamic adds depth to any viral moment involving them, helping explain why such clips spread quickly and why public reactions often extend far beyond the original moment. Strategic basketball debate, offense versus defense. At the heart of much discussion involving Kevin Durant and Draymond Green is a deeper basketball philosophy debate, namely the relative value of offense versus defense in building championship teams. Durant, widely regarded as one of the premier scorers in NBA history, has made comments in recent years emphasizing the importance of offensive firepower. His logic is straightforward. In an era where scoring runs and pace matter more than ever, the ability to consistently put points on the board often decides outcomes in close playoff series.
Draymond, KD. That was a situation. KD wants the ball late in the ball game. Draymond gets the rebound. Draymond's bringing it up like he's done so many times.
Green, by contrast, built his reputation as one of the league's most disruptive defenders, a former Defensive Player of the Year whose approach emphasizes stops, physicality, and strategic positioning. This split in styles reflects broader analytical divides within the NBA community, where advanced metrics now weigh defensive impact more heavily than in past eras, but where offensive versatility remains a premium skill. Fans and analysts alike latch onto this debate as a microcosm of how teams must balance talent and strategy. The Durant-Green contrast also taps into how different roles are valued in team construction. Durant's offensive efficiency and ability to create his own shot make him a focal point for offenses, while Green's playmaking as a defensive anchor allows others around him to flourish. When these perspectives clash, either in public statements or reactively in media discussions, they prompt deeper questions. Should teams prioritize star scoring above all? Or does consistent defensive pressure create more sustainable success over longer playoff runs? This ongoing debate, sparked by remarks and reactions tied to these players, offers context for why discussions around viral interactions between them extend well beyond a single clip. It's not just personalities at play, it's an ideological conversation about how basketball should be played at the highest level. Fan and social media reactions. In today's digital age, a fleeting moment on camera can become a global talking point within hours. When Kevin Durant and Draymond Green are involved, two of the NBA's most recognizable figures, that effect is amplified. Viral footage, whether a brief exchange on the sidelines or a clip that captures an unexpected interaction, almost instantly triggers waves of reactions across social platforms. On X, formerly Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, and TikTok, every expression, gesture, or comment is dissected, remixed, memified, and debated by a global audience.
Draymond felt like KD was out the door. And as a result of him being out the door, Draymond was frustrated. Like, wait a minute, we two-time champions here. We wanted you here, we've embraced you, and you on the court, but you got one foot out the door, you're about to leave us.
The mechanics of these reactions highlight how modern sports fandom operates. Clips are uploaded by fans or media accounts, then shared, saved, and commented on by thousands. Some viewers focus on perceived tension, others on humor or irony, and still others look for broader narratives that fit existing opinions about the player's relationship or status in the league. The virality process often creates its own momentum, where the reaction becomes as significant as the original moment, if not more so. Community forums like Reddit's NBA threads further illustrate how these moments are analyzed in detail. Fans compile clips, compare sequences, and reference historical context, transforming a 10-second video into hours of discussion about team chemistry, player motivations, or franchise history. This level of engagement blurs the line between on-court performance and public perception, showing how social media can elevate a brief incident into a sustained narrative. Ultimately, fan and social media reactions reflect broader trends in sports culture: intense scrutiny, rapid sharing, and a collective desire to interpret meaning from every visible interaction. When figures like Durant and Green are involved, those reactions aren't just about a viral clip. They become a lens into how modern audiences consume and participate in basketball culture. Comparisons and NBA legacy conversations. When discussions about Kevin Durant and Draymond Green surface, they rarely remain isolated. Instead, they often expand into broader legacy conversations that extend beyond the moment at hand. These comparisons take many forms, from evaluating players' historical significance within their positions to contrasting them with legends of the past. Durant's scoring ability frequently places him in discussions alongside historical greats, while Green's defensive reputation invites comparisons with some of the most impactful role players in NBA history.
When he decided that he was going to leave, I thought it was a mistake. I thought it was a mistake because I know Kevin. And what Kevin likes to do in his life, the number one thing in Kevin's life, and that's not the case for.
A notable example of this dynamic emerged when Durant's brother publicly asserted that Draymond Green's impact could rival or even surpass that of Dennis Rodman, a player widely regarded as one of the most dominant defenders and rebounders of all time. That claim ignited debate across fan communities and analytical outlets, underscoring how conversations about current stars quickly intersect with broader debates about where they belong in NBA history. These discussions matter because they help contextualize individual actions, including viral moments or controversial plays. When fans compare players across eras, they're not just arguing about statistics, they're weighing roles, cultural impact, and the evolving nature of the game. Durant's 2 championships and multiple scoring titles position him among the elite scorers of his generation, while Green's championship resume and defensive accolades make him a touchstone for discussions about intangible contributions. By elevating moments involving these players into legacy talk, fans engage in a deeper exploration of what greatness means in the NBA's modern era. Whether through statistical comparison, historical framing, or narrative analysis, these conversations ensure that even a short viral exchange contributes to ongoing debates about the league's all-time standings, player value, and how past and present talents should be remembered. Their shared Warriors history and past conflicts. The story of Kevin Durant and Draymond Green cannot be fully understood without examining their shared history as teammates with the Golden State Warriors, a period that produced championship success, internal tensions, and long-lasting narratives that still echo today. When Durant joined the Warriors in 2016, it was hailed as a transformative moment for the franchise, pairing one of the league's most prolific scorers with an already established core of champions. The Union delivered back-to-back NBA titles in 2017 and 2018, cementing that era as one of the most dominant in recent history.
But in my opinion, after year 2, you were over it. You were done with it, and you were on to the next thing. But we had the opportunity to three-peat. And in my mind, what brought you back to Golden State for year 3 was just the opportunity to three-peat, but it didn't feel right for you no more. Am I right, wrong?
But alongside those triumphant moments were notable interpersonal conflicts that were caught on camera and discussed widely. One such moment came in 2018, during a regular season game against the Los Angeles Clippers. Green and Durant engaged in a heated, visible confrontation on the bench, requiring teammates to separate them after a turnover. That altercation was widely shared across social media and later recounted by both players in interviews, with Green acknowledging the intensity and context of the moment. These incidents were more than isolated emotional flashes. They became part of the broader narrative about the Warriors' internal dynamics. Former head coach Steve Kerr and teammates have since noted that such tensions reflected competitive fire more than personal animosity, but their visibility fueled speculation about how relationships were managed behind closed doors. Perhaps most consequential, these moments contributed to the public perception of Durant's eventual departure from Golden State in 2019. While multiple factors, including contract situations and career aspirations, influenced his move, the lingering narratives about friction with teammates, including Green, shaped fan and media interpretations. Regardless of the full internal truth, the shared Warriors history between Durant and Green continues to frame how their interactions are discussed, lending context to every exchange captured on film or mentioned in the press. Other viral NBA moments involving one or both, beyond the specific clip that recently went viral involving Kevin Durant and Draymond Green, both players have been at the center of numerous other online moments that have captured widespread attention, underscoring how individual actions often get amplified into broader social media narratives. For Green, viral moments aren't rare. Known for his outspoken personality and often animated on-court reactions, he has had several clips circulate widely, from humorous interactions with opponents to intense competitive moments. One such example was when Green publicly laughed off a viral clip of Anthony Edwards calling him out, showing a side of his personality that diffused tension rather than fueling it.
Close to getting to the finals, yeah, I understood why people was pissed off, but I couldn't make a decision based off of what other people wanted to do. Right. I felt like around that time it's not one reason why you make a big decision like that.
These types of viral clips can shape public perception and narrative arcs in ways that extend beyond the immediate moment. They become reference points in debates about player temperament, leadership, or competitive edge, and they often cycle through fan discussion long after the game has ended. That kind of attention economy, where certain clips garner likes, shares, remixes, and commentary, dramatically increases scrutiny on high-profile players. Durant, while less animated on court than Green, has likewise been featured in viral moments, often due to his interactions off the court and on social media. Whether responding to critiques, refuting narratives about his career decisions, or engaging with fans in humorous ways, Durant's online presence contributes to how moments circulate and gain traction. Recent reporting highlights how Durant publicly challenged a narrative about his departure from the Warriors, dismissing a media account as self-serving and inaccurate, a response that itself became a talking point across platforms. Taken together, these examples illustrate that both players exist in a media environment where even brief moments, gestures, reactions, statements can become viral artifacts that shape broader public discussion. The viral status of a clip is often less about the event itself and more about how audiences frame that event within larger narratives about the players involved. Impact on current season and on-court dynamics. While viral footage and off-court narratives attract headlines, the real-world implications of any interaction between Kevin Durant and Draymond Green are often measured most meaningfully on the court, through their current roles, performance, and influence on team dynamics. Durant, now a star for the Houston Rockets, continues to be one of the NBA's top performers. Recent statistics and game outcomes show him thriving in his new environment, where he has reached career milestones such as surpassing 31,000 career points, a mark that places him among the league's all-time scoring leaders.
Breaking news on the Jump Free Agency Special. Oh yes, nobody is waiting till 6 o'clock Eastern. Adrian Wojnarowski reporting that Kevin Durant is in fact headed to Brooklyn to join Kyrie Irving and DeAndre Jordan.
This performance context matters because it reframes how fans interpret interactions between current rivals or former teammates. Durant's successful adaptation to Houston, where he's praised for both his on-court excellence and his positive engagement with the fan community, highlights his ongoing impact on the league at age 37. Green, meanwhile, continues to be a key figure for the Golden State Warriors. His role extends beyond statistics. As a veteran leader and emotional anchor, his presence influences game planning, defensive identity, and team morale. Observations from recent Warriors games show Green's continued activity and influence, even amid the physical strain of a long season and moments like playing through injuries. When participants like Durant and Green meet in games, their shared history inevitably adds layers of subtext, but the significance ultimately rests in how they affect outcomes and strategic matchups. Analysts and fans alike watch not just what they say, but how they perform, scoring consistency, defensive stops, decision-making under pressure, and how these elements shape team success. In assessing the impact of any viral moment or public exchange, then, it's important to anchor the narrative in the ongoing competitive reality. Both players remain highly influential in their respective teams' fortunes, and their interactions, whether on social media, in highlights, or across the court, feed into broader evaluations of their roles in the 2025 NBA season. The Durant Green drama is far from over. Every reaction, every analysis of that viral footage, and the questions about team chemistry and accountability are only starting to emerge. What happened, and what hasn't been revealed yet, could change how fans interpret not just this team, but the culture of the NBA itself. To catch every detail, every behind-the-scenes moment, and the full story as it develops, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. The next clip could change everything.